Alright, I think we're good to go. Good afternoon, Nilvinus. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, my man. Welcome to everyone that's currently watching as well, live or otherwise. Hope you are all doing well and looking forward to the weekend, which practically has already begun. This camera should be over there. I need to move it. I forgot to do that. Send gifts to Nordy and Nabil. Open my gifts. The gifts are so ridiculous. I don't know. I guess it depends on how long, like how much you play. But someone who doesn't play who doesn't play a lot, 40 euros is not much. Okay, I think that's good. I got my light here. I don't think I'll need it. I haven't been using it for a while anyway. But if needs be, I don't know. I feel like it looks a bit dark. Do I need it? Doesn't make much of a difference, to be honest. Not from that angle. Hello, Mr. Wayne. Who designed this UI? I have got no clue, my friend. I actually don't know. Like, I haven't got a clue who's behind Bus Company Sim. But yeah, good to see you anyway. Welcome to the stream. So we're gonna start off with London. I have been saying I want to do some London content. So we'll do a bit of London, either 1 or 2 runs, and then depending on time, because I do want to finish strictly at 4 today, we'll do some Aachen. I've loaded it into the wrong company. I wanted to go to the first company. Yeah, to be honest, my main one is Post Auto. But first they've got Berlin X10, which I'm a fan of, even though I haven't driven it for a while. They have London. And I think they have Chicago as well. I think. Maybe I'm just making that up in my head. Wait, do you play on Bus Company Sim? Or do you just do the base game? Okay, no, I made Chicago up in my head. Right. What have we got? We got a 415 service. What bus usually drives on the 415? On that line. I like to do things fairly realistically. Look, I'm typing and nothing's happening. What is this, man? What is this? What is going on today? That's never happened. London bus line 415. I believe I know what it is. I just want to double check. Okay, I know it's not the Route Master. Does the Route Master do 415 now? Oh, there's 2 different buses that do it. Route Master being one of them. Okay. Okay, let's go to 1-1. I wouldn't say people who play Bus Company Sim don't have standards. That's a bit harsh. I think it gives you structure. It gives you a bit more of a purpose playing the game. It gives you something to work towards if you're part of a company. It's as close to multiplayer as you're gonna get. Hello, Nabil. How you doing, mate? Philip Polestar and Nicholas. Oh, they're brothers. From Bricklayers Arms. Okay, Newcastle Road. Okay, this is a territory that I'm familiar with. I'm going to do. If I can't see the bus that I have in my mind, Then I'll probably just do the route master, which does run. Oh my god, voice crack. Which does run on this line. In reality, there's two buses that run. There's two different buses that do this line. It's just that I think I've got an older bus in my head. So there's the route master currently, and then the other one. But that other one that is currently on the line, I don't think is in the game. But the other one is. So I'm gonna see if I can do that one first. And if for whatever reason I can't, then I'll just do the route master. I hope I remember how to close the doors on the route master. There's one button you have to like press twice. I think it's the rear door button. You press it twice. You have one button that opens everything. And then one button that closes the front door and middle door. No, one button that closes the front door. And then another button that will close the middle door and last door. No. That was just to that's just to load in. That's just to load in. And then I delete it and then go from there. Hello Dan, how you doing, mate? Still grumpy? Honestly, at this point, lads, it's a choice. You want to be grumpy, mate. You've had a great trip, right? A trip that many will never make in their lifetimes, right? Got a nice little job. It's a Friday. Got a weekend ahead of you. You are blessed, my friend. You are very, very highly blessed. You're just wrecked? Well, mate, you got a bloody weekend to relax. You got a weekend to take it easy, spend it in, slap on some Netflix or, you know, whatever it is that keeps you occupied. And just enjoy it, man. Enjoy the freedom, enjoy the relaxation. Enjoy it all. I mean, Wayne, I'm sure you have your days, you know. Life is full of ups and downs. I think it's what makes it life. But what we do, you know, whether we decide to try and sort of focus on the positives or remain cursed, I think is very much our choice. Bricklayer's Arms. That is so South London. Just like a church poster. That is so South London. Jet lag is fun. I always wonder, I don't travel a lot at the moment, but I always wonder, yeah, can you counter it? Like if you calculate the timings, can you do it so that you get a good enough sleep? And then you wake up in the morning at your destination, so that it seems normal, you know? Oh, you're gonna sleep on the plane? Okay, see, now that's just gonna make things tough, isn't it? That would just make things. Where's the Vara 400? So London City Bus is the one that we'll resort to. I want to see how quickly it is without the preview. It's my first time trying it, Nabil. After you said it yesterday. Okay, you know what? That does do it like that. But yeah, when you don't know, if you know what you're looking for, it's fine. But if you don't and you need the preview, that's so crazy, you know, that like it takes as long as it does to to load up. I need the London livery for this bus. This is a very common bus in the UK. Oh no, it's not. One door at the front. What? How has it only got one door at the front? Okay, I think I'm missing. Okay, yeah, I'm missing some buses. We're good. We're good for this route. We'll be fine for this route. But I'm missing some buses. Ah, they're all under here. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm fine. I'm fine. I was bugging. I thought under London City Bus was only the route master, and everything else was in under a different name. No, we're good then. We are good. So, Dan, what were you doing on the bus then? To keep yourself occupied. I wish you could just like click and drag this so that I can just quickly see the front rather than waiting for it to come back. No. Not what I'm looking for. This is more like it. We could do an advert. And I still want it to be red. I don't remember them having adverts like this. Maybe they did. No. Thing is, I don't pay attention to the branding a lot of the time, you know. No, it's London United. Yeah. Right. That's fine. I'm gonna leave it like that. And we are Brooklyn's Arms, isn't it? 415 Brooklyn's Arms. And I'll give you lot like a what's it called? A bus tour of my life regarding where we find ourselves. Oh, I know where we are. The minute I saw this, this elephant and castle is over there. The minute I saw this, I knew instantly. Oh wait, no, tell a lie. Oh no, tell a lie. I made that up. I made that completely up. Or did I? I haven't been there in yoinks. No, the area doesn't look like that. There's a road here. There's a bus stop there. Petrol station. No, there's an Audi there. The place I'm thinking of has an Audi. Okay, not an Audi. Sorry, a Lidl. Has a Lidl. Okay. So yeah, you get those doing the 415 as well. WR49. Right, let's go to Tulse Hill. Sounds about right. Turn the music down a little bit. Why is that turning on? That should turn on. And it should allow me to select my route. There we go. It's a Tulse Hill gyratory, right? Okay, there's not many options. Tulse Hill Station than it is. Okay, so we're due to start in 3 minutes. Make sure I've got my doors sorted out. Angry why? Wait. Okay, that beep beep beep. I only know it
415 to Tulse Hill
happen
Station.
when the doors are closing, not opening. I'm going to CCTV watch it while working. In the route master you do. Okay. So I'll hopefully get my bearings once we start moving. Is this DLC worth it? Not honestly, unless you really want to drive around in London. Not really. It's not the best quality DLC. Performance is not great as well. So yeah, I would say if you have a personal reason for it. Right, might as well get moving now. The bus behind us is actually the exact like layout that I wanted to have with the dark here. That was what I had in mind, but I just settled for the dark around the lights. But this was, to be honest, what I was looking for. Okay, I guess no one wants to get on. No worries. Cars shouldn't be on the bus lane. Bus lanes are one of the most feared things on the road in London. That chicken shop right there is one of the best I've been to. Not that specific one. There's a different one, but it's a chain. I think I know where we are. If there's like a quick fit place a little bit further ahead, then I know where we are. Otherwise, I'm still clueless. We're at Elephant and Park. Oh yeah, so we are heading towards Elephant and Castle, but just from a different sides. Why does no one want to get on? I mean, if you want to give it a go, Wayne, there's always a way, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can see it for yourself here and judge based on what you see. And I see also what I mean in terms of performance. I usually run, generally speaking, the same settings across the board. Oh. I will wait. I'm still a little bit confused as to where we are. I think I know, but I will wait. Here right now is that they've removed the bottom part there, and there's a Sainsbury's there now. And it's all new builds. Well, I mean, they're redoing the whole area, to be honest. So I just want to know why people aren't getting on. Usually that happens when you haven't set the bus up correctly. Oh, there they are. Maybe just, or are they waiting for the next bus behind me? Wait. Oh no, they're wait. Okay, they're getting on this bus. I don't know what that delay was about. Yeah, neither can I. Liam, I'm not gonna lie, brother. I forgot the name of it.
415 to Tulse Hill Station.
That's another thing that annoys me with London buses, you know. Some of them do have branding, but like the majority of them just don't. I wish there was a way to remove the mouse like you do. London is not my only map, Liam, no. Granny, get off the road. Okay, so okay, I know where we're coming from now.
Castle Station.
So yeah, by the way, this shopping centre has been completely demolished now. Completely demolished. I went uni here actually. That building over there with the windows look blue. That was the uni that I went to for a year. Hello, Mr. Carter. What those your side chicks? They're just they're just being fans. Liam, it is laggy, mate. It is laggy. The performance on this DLC just isn't great in general. However, you can improve the performance of the game generally speaking. I would direct you to our Discord server where we have an OMSI channel, and on the pinned messages, there's all the settings that will make your game run better. So I do invite you into the Discord to have a look at that. I'm assuming you already have it, but obviously the 4 GB patch is a big help as well. One thing I find as well quite interesting is for some reason the roads on this... Listen, London's roads are pretty tight as it is, but the roads in this DLC are a lot tighter than reality a lot of the time. And I'm not quite sure as to why. There's a class 465 on the left, heading towards, I think, I forgot the name of the place. Begins with B. Way south in London. Whenever I go to Brixton, it always stops loading. As you know, your game crashes there. Have you got the 4 GB patch installed? That's usually the number 1 reason for crashing. Hello Dan, how you doing? Well, Wayne, it wasn't. I don't think the patch was made by them. I stand to be corrected, but I think the patch was made by someone else. I've been in that building on the left. It has one of the fastest elevators I have ever experienced in my life.
Butts.
I knew it's a bot, so I have history here. I'll keep it at that. I have some history here. A cyclist got killed here once. I saw that. Well, I saw the aftermath. I didn't actually see it happen. This very bus stop. Watch FP1 and F1. Nice one. How was it? I do miss Formula One. I know I can just go back to watching it, but I can't. It's just I've just missed too much, you know. And it takes time as well.
415 to Tulse Hill Station.
I mean, I think there's a lot of things Wayne the devs could have done. A lot of things. You love the season of F1. Well, I saw something the other day that suggested Max Verstappen is not dominating this season. That's strange. No, you should have it. You should have that patch. Salichi. Again, like I did with Liam. I recommend you paying a visit to our Discord server, and we have a channel specifically for OMSI. On that channel, with under our pinned messages, you'll find all the settings you need to optimize the game, and you'll find it will run, generally speaking, much better.
Kennington Station.
Kennington, where it started. Has anyone here tried Rook off longer than 30 minutes? You'll have to ask Sammy Pig. I haven't seen him in a while, to be fair. I hope he's doing alright. But yeah, he was really looking forward to that. He was spending quite a lot of time on it. But I haven't really seen much about it, you know, generally speaking.
Hill Station.
Okay, the heat's still climbing, so we'll turn it off completely.
Kennington Road.
Fellow 415. This park here to the left is quite nice. I spent a lot of time here. I used to work not too far from there, so I'd go there for my break. I got a friend who lives, well, I had a friend who lives around the corner from here. I won't actually say where exactly, because you can actually, his window is here. I won't go that far.
Handsome.
I like that they do the correct things as like they where they sort of reach out. That's where the actual Oyster card reader is. There's another bus. I forgot which one it is exactly, but
good day, driver.
Where they tap and where the reader is.
Hello there, driver.
There's just no relation. I think maybe I've made the music a bit too quiet, haven't I? Turn it up a little bit. So to the right here, where that bus is coming out from, that would be towards central London. We're heading towards Brixton. Spent a lot of time cycling on these very same cycle paths.
St Mark's Church. A light here for Oval Station and Cricket Ground.
You know what? I'm not. I'm on the right lane out of habit, out of real life habit. So usually, this road that we're crossing is usually very, very busy, and people like to take the piss. So the traffic light there can be red. So they'll try and go past it as much as they can, meaning they usually block it. They'll block you for coming from this road. So if you go in the left lane, and even if you want to cross over, there could be still cars backed up from that road. So you go on this side, and then you can just like find the gap through. But this is OMSI, and fortunately, you don't have to worry about that. There should be a gym there. There's a pure gym there. I've been to a few times with a friend. Oh, hello, boss.
415 to Tulse Hill Station.
Oh, is this my stop? I think I was meant to stop here. That one was for the other lines. This was indeed my stop.
Gosh,
Who is this gym? What is he?
here.
Who is this gym? Yo, it's 34 degrees. Bro, why is the temperature still going up? It's 34 degrees. I've long turned the heating off.
To Tulse Hill Station.
I hope this is like cool air ventilation and not warm air. Oh yeah, temperature's going down quick now. Gotta keep an eye on that. Pretty much a mobile sauna, yeah. This could be a luxury experience in some countries. Oh, it's on that road where the good Tennessee chicken shop is. It's literally on this road, but we passed it. Okay, the temperature's going up again. It's going up again.
Vassal Road.
No matter what I do, the temperature goes up. It was going down really quickly. The English Manfred. Who? I think I'm missing something here. I'm missing context. Hello, Mr. ASR. There's a Tesco on the right here that I've spent some time shopping at in the past. There you go. Okay, I don't know what to do about the temperature. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to get like a cool fan on. I thought it would have been these, but apparently not. Apparently, it just makes the thing look. It makes the temperature go up. Oh my god, it's almost 40 degrees. How do I cool?
Hi, handsome.
That start. See, the temperature's just going down because the doors are
Tulse
open.
Hill Station.
That's why the temperature goes down. Bro? No idea. Did I understand your joke, Wayne? No, I don't know. No, I don't. I said I think I need context. Hello, Haz. What's good? Thank you very much for the follow. You did ASR, yes, and I also saw what you posted in the Discord as well. That developer, the thing the developer said about different priorities. Oh my god. I was never gonna get that one. Oh my god. But nice. We got there in the end. I don't understand why the temperature's going up. Now everything is off. The fans are off. The heating is off. So why the temperature's going up is beyond me. This game is called OMSI 2. OMSI 2.
to Tulse Hill Station. Villa Road.
That is exactly how speed cameras get treated. Slow down for the lines, you speed right up. Cheap bus tissue, man, it's falling apart.
To Tulse Hill Station.
Well, that's nothing strange. They're always going to... it's not on console, has no PC only, mate. They're always going to be focusing on their professional stuff. That's where they're like... business is going to come from a lot of the time. You know what though, Wayne, yeah?
Road, Brixton Police Station. Alight here.
I had an experience recently that made me sort of meditate on that a bit. So, I don't remember what game it was, but it's been happening a few times actually. It's been happening a few times. I'll see a screenshot either from a game and I'll think that's real life, or real life and I'll think, oh, is this a game? And it made me, and me questioning, I think it was a real life one. When I questioned, is it raw? This looks like a game. I wonder if it's real or not. It was at that point I realized, whoa, games have actually come pretty far. But
Is that hot?
name a bus for an
shop,
edit.
it's gonna be a rude
Enviro
one.
C200.
415 to
Like
Tulse Hill
we're at Legend. Thank you.
Wayne Butane donated $5.67. You must really need it with your one slice dishes.
You know what? I'll make sure to use that money to get better quality tissue. You have my word. Thank you. yeah, like we've actually reached like an incredible place in terms of visual realism with games. Because that was, let's be real, for years, if not over a decade or 2 decades, what as general gamers we've sort of been wanting, right? Visual quality, and we've gotten there, but it hasn't really had the effects I think a lot of people were expecting it to have. So yeah, you need the audio to be on point as well. You need physics to be on point as well. Like, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And driving here is so frustrating. Yeah, I just don't think we can get a true level of immersion in a game. We just can't. Because we would need, well, not today anyway, because we'd need all our senses, because that's what it comes to. It comes to your senses, right? Smell, touch, which we've kind of got down depending on what peripherals you use, right? But we ain't really got much for smell. You can get like if you do like driving games or driving sims, you can have like motion seats. Okay, you get a little bit closer to the immersion with that. This Iceland is goated, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've made so many strides towards realism and immersion, but yet we're still quite far away. I don't know where I'm meant to be stopping, by the way. I think on the map it's showing this one, to be honest. I don't remember where the 415 stops IRL. I think it's the first one though. Oh no, it stops here. Why? Huh. Okay. Because I used to get the 415 sometimes from Brixton, but I don't remember it stopping here. Although this DLC is from like 2013 or something. Or it's set in 2013.
415 to Tulse Hill Station.
Like what games are we talking, Wayne? When you talk about a decline in visual quality. There's a McDonald's there to the right, yeah. They're very stush about their toilets. Well, I would argue, Wayne. No, I wouldn't argue. Yes, you're right. I think the reason for that, and I think I was saying it yesterday, is Unreal Engine. I was having a conversation with Bill, and I think he mentioned that the successor to OMSI that's currently being developed is being developed on Unreal Engine, and instantly I was like, right, because obviously we've been waiting for a successor to OMSI. It's good news that one's, in the works, however long it's going to take. Oh, it's on Unreal Engine. And I thought to myself, right, is it Unreal Engine that's the problem? If so, why can't these developers stay away from it? Or is it just people's skill set with regards to Unreal Engine? Because we've had some good games made on Unreal Engine. Good games with good physics, good sounds, good graphics, so, but like 99% of the time you will hear, oh my god, I should have went to the left, I've taken the wrong turn. I'm going to do a U-turn here. I've taken the wrong turn. It was a route I've taken a lot of times IRL, so I thought, this is where I should be going. This is the problem with me driving the London DLC. I'm too familiar with the map. And real life habits will just kick in. I'm gonna skip red light. I'm gonna skip everything just to get us back on track. I would have taken a right here, which you can't anyway, it's illegal, but there's a bus that we've missed.
Impeccable. No, I'm very joking. Can you stop the bus, please? I want to get off before I throw it.
Hey mate, just played the boss in DLSS and I don't think I even had one star. So did the game look nice though? Holy chocolate. And be honest, mate.
415.
I haven't played it since the update, but
Tulse
before,
Hill
but
Station.
pre the recent update, DLSS made. Let me not even say anything. Man. And DLSS is not going to do anything about the nuclear lighting.
St. Matthew's Estate. To Tulse Hill Station.
Could you be a bit more specific, Holy Choco, when you say that they've done a fantastic job with that game? So I'm assuming then they've improved the physics and the sounds of the buses, seeing as that was where the game was severely lacking before. Or are you just talking performance?
Impeccable. No, I'm very joking. Can you stop the bus, please? I want to get off before I throw it.
415 to Tulse Hill Station.
I don't know why these flies are like bothering me. Like, I need the window to be open because it gets hot in here. But at the same time,
Brixton Water Lane.
could really do with that one. I don't know what's going on with it. I think the heating is broken in the bus. That might actually legitimately be the case. Let me run the repair. Just in case.
To Tulse Hill Station. Jubilee Primary School.
I was missing my force feedback. Took me way too long to notice.
to Tulse Hill Station. Craignair Road.
With Train Sim World or Train Sim Classic, Wayne? Apparently the issue with Train Sim World is like there's a very limited number of like audio you can only have a very limited number of audios playing at one time.
415 to Tulse Hill Station.
Whether that's an Unreal Engine limitation or what, I don't know. But the reason the sound in general is just better in Train Sim Classic is because the limit was like 100 and something, whereas the limit on Unreal Engine is like 30 something. Which is why sometimes you switch views, a new sound is introduced, and then you go back into the cab, and then like the doors, if you set the doors to close, you press the button to close them, you start hearing them. You go outside view, you go inside view, you don't hear them anymore, even though the doors are still closing. It's because there's no more space for the door sound, if that makes sense. It's a stupid limitation. Stupid limitation. The audio scape in general in TSC is just so good. So good. Especially when you've got like an AP sound mod on the train that you're driving. The ambient sounds are nice, the train sounds are nice, and you hear everything that you would expect to hear.
to Tulse Hill Station. High trees.
Not far from Tulse Hill now. I remember the first time I heard this, I was on a bus, probably this very bus, and I heard this bus stop. I was like, baffled. Like, what sort of name is High Trees?
415 to Tulse Hill Station. Tulse Hill Tavern.
Driving through here can be interesting as well.
Hill Station.
Someone got stabbed over there recently.
Hey lad, the wheels like just float go round and round, not fly off.
Passengers commentary is so annoying. So I think we'll do we'll run a different route.
415 to
Maybe
Tulse Hill
maybe a
Station.
159, so we can go through central London, enjoy London a little bit, and then from there, maybe do a bit of Aachen. I do want to drive on Aachen today. You know what? I feel like I'm gonna be stuck here for a while. Clear pretty quickly, to be fair. So block that taxi for a minute. Right, time-wise, that wasn't too bad. So we'll terminate that one there. I think we lost some points due to passenger satisfaction, which I found is quite hard to get on here. Yeah, that's to complain about nothing, to be honest. I don't see there's any London routes for. There are. Was it line 12? Line 12, Oxford Street. Okay, we could do line 12. I'm pretty certain that's with the route master. I think there's a ton of EVP as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I had the 159 in mind. I'm happy to do this one. Hello, Drifter. How you doing? There are tools that integrate into Unreal Engine. Well, I do wonder why Dovetail didn't opt for that. I don't know if they have it now, because now we're hearing sometimes, again, it's not always, but at least now we hear reverb sometimes when it makes sense to, like when you're in a tunnel, for example. Don't hear anything going over bridges, but yeah, I think reverb came in TSW 4, if I'm not mistaken, or was it maybe this TSW? It came late anyway. Tracesim Classic has reverb in bridges, not reverb, but it has a particular sound on bridges. It has rail running sounds, which now somebody has created a mod for anyway for TSW. It had reverb for a long time. I don't know why it took Dovetail as long as it did. Cool, so we're starting in central London. Is there a car park around here, like an underground car park? I'll have to think I know where I am. If you go this way a little bit, there's that big crossing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. I know where we are. This must be London after the apocalypse, judging by the traffic and people on the sidewalks. That's OMSI for you, man. To be fair, this specific area, I like this time of the day. It's honestly not too far from here. But when you go on this road, it's like the main road. That's usually busy constantly. But this little area here is cute, to be honest. It's quite nice. We've got Regent's Park to the left over here, a bit further on. Yeah. I don't know if that's the name of that specific like park, because I've just never known the name of it. But that is the Cavendish Square is the area, so it must be Cavendish Square Gardens. It's the only thing that makes sense. 214. It's Camberwell Garage? I guess so. During the day, the lights wouldn't be on. Right, I've got 15 minutes. Just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Okay. Right, that opens all doors.
12.
That closes the
2
front.
Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
That closes the middle. Press it again, closes the back. Okay. Set the temperature to about half. That usually works out fine. And yeah, we're pretty much good to go, to be honest. I mean, Wayne, this game will only do so much of a good job. Remember, it's OMSI. And also remember, like this is set in 2013 as well. It's set in 2013. A lot has changed in 12 years. A lot. Simulator in general, yeah. I mean, like I've said before, I think regarding train sims, even I know you're talking simulators in general, but even if we're talking like a particular genre, right, like bus sims, for example, this does physics and sounds perfectly, but the environment, you know, general graphical quality, not great. The bus has much better graphical quality, minus the lighting. The lighting is atrocious, but the physics and sounds are trash. I'm sure there'll be another bus sim, you know, that does something good that none of those games does, but then it does what these games do good very badly, if that makes sense. Same thing with train sims. They experience the same thing as well. It's annoying. It's annoying. But it is what it is, man. Right, meant to be departing at past, so we'll speed up time. Make it 29. What's happening here? Am I gonna need to just go through a bunch of cars? I get the feeling I do. Nice blind spot. I mean, yeah, I guess you have some roads that are a little bumpy here and there, but it's not enough. Like, if we're talking, like, realistically, we should be getting force feedback constantly. But then you sit in a real vehicle and you realize it's smooth. So then you wonder, what is it that's missing? Because I've had that experience before. I've been driving. I think to myself, okay, what am I experiencing here that I'm not experiencing in games and sims? Why is that car driving in a red light? And I'm holding the steering wheel. I'm like, no, but this is actually just smooth. Like, it's not being bumpy. But what is bumpy is the seats, the car itself. Like you said, you know, the car's making its own sounds, rattling, and you know, whatever else it may be doing. It's a very meticulous process for a simulator to get, you know, everything right. Like, you look at Zusi, a train sim. It gets the whole signaling and random events and, you know, physics. I don't know how well it does sounds, but it does so many things well. But then graphically, it looks atrocious. And I think maybe, perhaps, we're just still suffering from limitations, both in terms of what our hardware can push, and also the tools available to make that happen. Like, you look at Forza graphically. Forza Horizon 5 graphically is insane. The detail, it's just insane. It's actually insane. But the map is questionable, physics are trash. Because they just can't, I don't think they can just code everything they need to and have the game playable at all. No, no, DJ, we know. But just like if you just hear like a little rattle here and then, not connected to truck damage or the truck not being in good condition, just being part of the ambient sounds. You know, you'll be driving along. You'll have something in the glove box, something in a cup holder, or something in the passenger compartment. Something there that may just rattle around, or there are more sounds you would hear, even if you had nothing in your vehicle, than like what ETS2 portrays, for example. The AI are behaving very strangely. Very strangely. Like within the boundaries of licensing and the restrictions around licensing, we can still have experiences that are a lot more immersive than what we have now. Unfortunately, not in the Bill was. Yeah, I mean, but sometimes I think it goes back to what I was saying yesterday when I was talking about streamers having fear for the sake of having fear, and it's not really founded or anything.
Street,
because you'll see modders produce like okay, there's an OMSI bus mod coming, yeah. It's coming. It's a DLC. It's coming. It's going to be paid. It's made by a passionate member of the community, let's say, and it's like one bus with how many variants was it in the bill? Sorry, can you remind me? Was it like 30 plus variants? One bus. And when you see like that, and you've got modders that will go that hard for train sims and bus sims and whatever sims. If whole group of developers, if whole companies could go that hard when it comes to sim developing, we would see something incredible. We see something incredible. Because just the little that we see from modders sometimes can transform our experiences with games, especially for something like TSW. Many people, including myself, just would not play the game without mods. It's just, I'll never forget when TSW 4, I think, came out, when it first came out, and I transitioned from TSW 3 to 4, and I was I pre-ordered it, so I had early access. So modders didn't have the time to obviously move all their mods over, so I was just stuck with the vanilla game. The jump for me initially from TSW 3 to TSW 4 was a massive downgrade. Massive downgrade. It was just, the experience was just nowhere near, and I didn't even know how much of an effect the mods had until that point.
Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
No, wait. Then in that case, then intentionally go for a simcade. Don't say that you're creating a very realistic experience and this and that, but then you're toning it down for people who may not be fans of that. There are games for those people. Do you get, if you're creating a sim, a real true sim, then that's your focus. The people who are creating COD don't think to themselves, oh, let's include this because for realism for the people who have actually been in the military. They're making the game for fun. It's gonna have realistic things, but they're not letting that distract from the main purpose of just
12
appealing
to
to the masses.
Camberwell Road,
Hello,
Medlar
driver.
Street.
Bro, sounds are so important. Sounds are so important. So yes, even sound mods can transform the experience. Me too, DJ. That is one of the main uses I have when it comes to God mode. That bell,
Haymarket.
it does something
Charles
to me.
II Street.
It's just weird hearing it in a game. It's a really, really, really weird experience. They made no effort to do Leicester Square. No effort. Oh my god. Why? It would have been nice to see it there in the distance. It made no effort.
12 to Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
These buses, so it used to be on the second and third door, you could come in and touch, but they removed. There were so many people were just like getting on and not paying. They ended up removing them. So now you've only got the front one where you can touch. Oh, I should have bloody done it here. I got the wrong bus stop again. But yeah, this is deserted. For what it is IRL at any given time of the day, this is deserted. Chinatown is, yeah, left, yeah. So where that small road is, where the building was there, where I commented on Leicester
Camberwell
Square.
Road,
Chinatown,
Medlar
so
Street.
there's like, so that road is there, a bit wider than that, by the way. That looks like a cycle lane. It's a bit wider, and then it goes like that. So then on the left you've got Chinatown, and then on the right it's just like a bunch of side streets that eventually leads down here to the left. And then straight on is Leicester Square.
Trafalgar Square, Charing Cross Station.
That I did this whole route. I drove this bus on a different route actually the other day. Could not get used to it. I could not get used to the sound of that bell in the game. Oh yeah, DJ. Yeah, that's the reason that the military DLC won't have any guns. I took the wrong. I was in the wrong lane for this. That road is not this skinny IRL as well, by the way. Canadian Embassy. All these traffic lights here in reality are LGBTQ. Like, so whether the traffic light for the people, so you have like the red man, green man usually, all around Trafalgar Square, they're all like symbols. It's interesting. I've only ate from one place ever in Chinatown, Wayne. I don't remember the name of it, bro, I'll be honest. Moroccans caused havoc here. I got so many videos from that night when we got to the World Cup semi-final. That is DJ. This is my thing, right? If that's Dovetail's policy, I hear it. That's their game, right? So you have to comply with their game. But I hate the fact that they're stunting, cock-blocking, cucking third-party studios who do such a much better job than them and have kept some players in the game for them.
Watch out for traffic when leaving the bus.
And I hate that. I honestly really hate that. Pret a manger. Pret a manger. I think Dovetail are they know the market they're aiming for, and I believe, and I think the evidence will back that up, that a big market they aim for is children. You know, so take what we saw yesterday and compare that to SES Software's mods. To be fair, a lot of kids play ETS2, right? But they're not catering to kids. They're catering to truck simmers. The
12.
whole atmosphere is a bit
Camberwell
different
Road,
when you watch an
Medal
SES
Street.
stream. It's still fun. They can still make it fun, but it's not for kids. You know, yesterday's stream was like watching a children's show. That was the sort of vibe I get, and I think, in general, that's where Dovetail are headed towards. Whether they, I don't know, that's the market they want to prioritize for, or I don't know. But I think the more hardcore side of TSW fans are being left behind more and more. Yeah, but even then, but then, yeah. So the people that,
Horse
you know,
Guards Parade.
that Bill made a few examples of, in the Discord. That's who they're catering for. You know, people that you need to
12,
speak to
2,
like
Camberwell
children.
Road, Medlar Street.
You know, it's not adults sharing a passion. It's not adults sharing a passion. It's either you're talking to children, or you're talking to people with maybe special needs mentally. That's the sort of vibe that you'll come across with TSW marketing. And so I think, honestly,
Westminster
the sooner
Station,
we
Parliament
accept
Square.
that's what they go for, that's what they're going for, then I think the easier it will be to move on. Whether that's a Simra, whether that's the Train Sim Classic, whether that's to just waiting for someone else to come out and, you know, provide a good Train Sim experience. I don't know, you know, however that looks like. But I think, I mean, if you're going to rely on modders, yes, modders take the game seriously. They take Train Simming seriously. They take the immersion, the realism seriously. Yeah.
Twelve. 2, Camberwell
Call
Road,
this.
Medlar Street.
Oh, we are running a little bit late, aren't we? 5 minutes. Wayne? That's my conclusion. More or less, that's my conclusion. There's no seriousness anymore. That's my conclusion. This is not this skinny in reality. Nabil, please tell me you're here, Nabil. This is what This is what I was talking about, by the way, on the fern bus thing. So here you can see how it is. Yeah, there's a few trees, but it's a square, and there's no there's no gate, there's no fence. Now compare that to the fern bus cover. Aerosofts are goated, man. Goated comedians. Ah yes, you know what? I should be on this lane.
St Thomas's Hospital.
I'm surprised they didn't
Hall.
like
A light here
model
for
Westminster
London Eye.
Station. There's Big Ben, somewhere there. Here where you see a lot of scammers that tourists, it's like tourists enjoy falling for them. It's ridiculous. Got caught by a speed camera. Nice. St. Thomas's Hospital. To the right. And now we're in the crappy part of London. Honestly, even in this game, the vibe just changes. I just don't like. To be fair, I personally have it with South London.
Camberwell
It's
Road.
different.
Medley
loud.
Street.
Driver.
These areas you know a bit more. If you go right, you end up going towards Vauxhall, left Waterloo,
Where did you buy your watch? The Disney shop.
straight on the ghetto. We'll leave it at that. And please, if you come to visit London, please don't shop from these kind of shops. Please don't do that. If you just want to spend money for the sake of it, then okay, I can't stop you. But don't do that to yourself. If you're turning right, mate, you should be on the right
Lower
lane.
Marsh.
They're so dumb. Listen, two things don't ever come to be honest, souvenir shops. Okay, fine. I can understand. Don't go to the American sweet shops where they sell you a packet of crisps for like £60. Takis are good. They're not that good. I don't know what's happening with the AI. I played the other day and they were at least like abiding by the traffic lights and rules. No, they go when it's red, they stop when it's green. I don't know what's happening. Why are they turning right from the left lane? They're right, to be fair. Left lane is towards Waterloo. The middle lane, though, you can take cheekily. AI is having a stinker today. Usually they'll have they're badly modeled near, not modeled, but badly like scripted near, I think it's Norwood Bus Garage, because there's basically a loop and they get stuck in that loop. So you have to just go through all of them, just go through all the cars until you leave that area and then start driving realistically. But yeah, it's like the signaling's backwards. It's like the signaling's backwards in places. So I drove through here last time, but I drove coming the other way. So maybe it's just like on one side it's a mess. either way. It's not really acceptable. Are they doing it again? They're stopping at. They're stops at a green. Yeah. What's going on today? I made no changes to this particular DLC since I last played it. I can't say Brick Lane Market name rings any bells to me personally, Wayne. I've been to Brick Lane before. I've been to Brick Lane, so I assume it's just a market on Brick Lane. But yeah, I've never been to the market specifically. I've been to a Greg's down here before though. Pretty good. Early morning munch. Like this bus lane is barely big for this bus.
Lambeth North Station.
It's just been modelled weirdly. Are you serious, DJ? Oh my god. Those 3 scenarios all together total to 1 hour. Which means that one is a scenario that is just minutes long. Maybe some tens of minutes. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Somewhere in that region. And it's for Thomas, right? Your biggest deal, the biggest move, your biggest this, your biggest that you made so much noise about, your biggest reveal. And yet, so for a scenario for your biggest DLC, you couldn't even check if it was running right. Your scenario is about 10, 15, 20 minutes long. You couldn't check if it was running right. Okay.
Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
But no worries. Get mad when people call you lazy and say that you don't do your job properly. Cool. The timetable is ridiculous, by the way. I've been like going above the speed limit a lot of the time, and we're just falling more and more behind. You know what Dovetail flops with the big reveal, yeah? Was that was the biggest reveal for them. That was the biggest reveal for them. That was the biggest surprise for them. Is it? You've got a bunch of train simmers, and you think Thomas is what they're all going to be so excited to hear about? Are you serious? How? With all the complaints about the game, many people were thinking, oh, the big reveal is going to be that, you know, they're releasing like a bunch of fixes and or you know, they're going to take a break and fix the game and da-da-da-da. Thomas. Don't get me wrong, there's a fan base for that. There absolutely is a fan base for that. Oh, you know what buses do in real life? They'll sit a bit back, and then whichever one turns green first, they'll go there. Sometimes it's the cars, and they'll just move over. So I will do just that. Thank you very much. Look at this, right, bro. the modeling on here is such a letdown. Such a letdown. And this route has been developed for years, because I was really excitedly following the development of this. It's been developed over years and years. I think it got cancelled at one point and then came back. Anyway, that's my old uni over there.
To Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
Set off and back. What? I'll tell you what was weird regarding their CEO, DJ. Spirit of Steam was only made for him. Spirit of Steam was only ever made for him.
Elephant and Castle Station.
There's so much I could talk about in that alone. But I honestly don't. I don't have the energy for it. There's very little steam in Spirit of Steam, right? There's very little of a lot of things in Spirit of Steam. Peak Forest came. Wasn't really much of anything. Right, I get it, Wayne. I get it. Still upset about how much of Thomas I missed when I was younger. The fact it would start at the exact time we would leave for school was just heartbreaking. Just heartbreaking.
To Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
Fun fact, this route actually goes past where I got married. But unfortunately,
Larkham Street.
The church building isn't there for some reason.
To Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
Goodness me, we've got 1 more hour to go already.
East Street.
Hey, there should be a McDonald's there. Now the ghetto really begins. Yeah, it's crazy, you know. To have this as the first DLC, you know, it already is bad enough that you brought Thomas. You didn't bring Island of Sodor. Didn't bring many of his friends. That was bad enough. But now you've got now the DLC's coming out. Now you've got the chance to sort of, you know, rectify that. And instead, new livery, 3 scenarios. Nice.
To Camberwell Road, Medley Street. Westmoreland Road.
Oh, it's too close.
To Camberwell Road, Medley Street. Camberwell Road, Albany Road.
What am I doing? I just saw a bus stop and stopped here. My man was completely somewhere else. HSBC? There was a HSBC here once upon a time. Lol. There's a tyre shop down there. Bakery and butchers. That is not what's there today. This place has changed. I believe there's an option to hide error messages. Where is it? I thought I had it on already. Hello, Tim. Stuck at a red light. There's a sewage truck next to you. What? Is this a reference? Is this like a real life cry for help? Is this... what is this? Okay, it's the previous roads. Okay, never mind, we passed it. It's a cruel joke. Why is it cruel?
Local around and around.
No, I'm very joking.
Why are the passengers tweaking?
Our usual driver is never this late.
12. 2 Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
Tim? I don't get it at all. I don't get it. I still don't understand what's happening. You know? Like, what's the basis of the joke? Is it based on like a real situation? Is it like from a movie? Is it just a way of saying hello? Clueless. I am clueless.
Bowyer Place.
Oh, it's happening. Well, I mean, get the doors get everything closed. Close all your windows. I was gonna say doors. Close all your
12.
windows.
2 Camberwell
Put your
Road,
foot down.
And
Medlar
just put the
Street.
fan, on recirculating air in it, and you'll be alright. Unless the smelly air is already inside, then there's not much I can do for you, I'm afraid.
Medlar Street.
Chill out, man. Jesus.
No, I'm very joking.
12. 2 Camberwell Road, Medlar Street. Camberwell Green. Bus will wait here whilst drivers are changed.
Chill out, man.
The
Jesus.
driving is impeccable. No, I'm very joking. Give me something to
12.
when you get off the
2
bus.
Camberwell Road, Medlar Street.
Why is taxi flying? Jesus. I don't think I'll be able to, DJ. I've got collisions on with like I've only got collisions off with regards to other cars. So I don't think I'll be able to satisfy your request. Oh my god, look how tight this is. I don't believe these two green lights are ever on at the same time. It's only one or the other. Where did you see those things, Wayne? Not LinkedIn. What is this phone call for? Hello? Okay. Surprisingly, it was legit. I wasn't expecting it to be. I wasn't expecting it to be. But it was. It was cool. No problem. That's a shame. That's a shame, DJ. But as I was saying, I mean, I don't know. He wasn't exactly. He was more like a modder, right, than an employee. I know they worked with him sometimes. They worked with him sometimes, but he was more of a modder. But anyway, either way, that's a shame. There are very, very few modders as skilled as he is. And so there's no doubt that's an L. No doubt at all that is an L. Oh well. What can I do with you? Police was calling trying to negotiate the master for hostages. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. In any case, do I have to try harder? That will do. That will do. Too late everywhere. I don't know what miracle they were expecting me to do in keeping up with that timetable. But they were dreaming. They were dreaming. I think that'll be it for London. We've got about 45 minutes to go. Let's do some stuff in post auto. What reminder is this? This can't be for me, you know. A bill for 3,564,777, and they keep sending it. Like, this is ridiculous bills. I don't know where I got a €3 million bill from, but they're dreaming if they think I'm paying it. See if we can get something that fits roughly. No? Okay. Right, let's do this one then for now. I haven't been in Herrenkirchen for a while. Well, I was there recently. I drove I did a run on there recently. But yeah, that was that was it. Okay, 1-5. The bus I always take. And somehow the fuel goes down, but I'm not driving the bus. I just spawn it and then I delete it. But I wonder if it counts the fuel for the bus I'm actually driving. In which case I actually wouldn't mind that. 8%. It started at when I started taking this bus, it was at 23%, and I've never actually driven that specific bus. God forbid, Wayne. I feel a bit too narrow in some areas. I mean, it's a fictional map, so I don't know. I like it. If we're talking about like the area by the petrol station, for example, if I'm thinking of the right route, I don't know. Let me see it, and then it will come back to me. The bus station confuses me a lot. Is that Herrenkirchen? Am I thinking of the right route? I don't know. We'll see it. Maybe it depends what bus you're driving on it as well. I don't know why the alt menu starts at the top. I really don't know why. It bugs me. Alright, what bus are we driving? Not that. I don't even know what buses fit on Herrenkirchen. Has it got its own? Has it got its own thing? And what's here? I might run a Lion City bus. Does Herrenkirchen have any liveries? Why would a bus is just plain white? Okay, let's do that. That's what a cat I used to have. The thing is, Wayne. Okay, there we go. 0002. 0002. How did you know? How do you know that? Oh, so you do the whole thing. So 8540002. Ah. Okay. So do I need to do anything here? I don't know. I think this is the bus that Nabil said I should read the manual for, and I didn't. Oh, these are the type of tickets. Okay, so I don't need to do anything there. Ah, okay. Okay, well, let's set things up then. So is it? I wonder if this is the new one then. I think this is. I installed this recently. I don't really need to do anything, do I? That's it.
Hallo. Hallo. Ein Fahrschein bitte.
The back doors don't close? Oh no, they're closed. Why did they still show? Okay, now they're closed on the thing. Okay, I know what I saw. I'm not making it up in my head. Right, what time are we due to leave? Even with this bus, it can feel a bit too small sometimes. Well, let's see. Can't open the map for some reason. 16:29 we're due to leave, so 16:27. It's 48 seconds. I cannot turn back. Sorry, bus. My first time doing this particular route. So it should be interesting.
Was in der Scheiße.
Oh, the brakes are a bit sensitive.
Eine Karte für eine Kurzstrecke, bitte.
Guten Tag. Einmal normal, bitte. Dankeschön.
Breathe into my own talking. I only have one annoyance,
Parkplatz am Rondell.
and it's that guy that goes on and on and on and on and on. Someone else was driving on this road. We just passed somebody, a real person. Thinking maybe she was gonna cross. Put the foot down, save some time, try not to upset anyone. It moves, you know. This bus has some go to it, but the brakes are very sensitive. I would like an opportunity to drive two things as well soon. The new Volvo buses and manual buses. Now that I've set my gear, I do have some manual buses. I just don't know where it would make sense. You know, I guess realistically on Waldhofen or Hohenkirchen, they're fictional maps, so it doesn't really matter what you drive with them. Like literally anything goes, to be honest. So I could drive them there. I make use of the Cetra sometimes on there. Cetra has a manual option as well. I have like an old school Mercedes bus that's manual. Cetra, that's manual. I think I have a few Mercedes ones, courtesy of Nabil. Yeah, brakes are a little bit. Yeah, they're gonna take some getting used to.
Einen normalen Fahrschein bitte.
Glad you're happy now, Dan. That's good to hear.
3.
Sounds like a good recipe for happiness, to be honest. Jesus Christ. You do not want to play chicken with him. Oh, they gave a model one of the forklifts. That's nice. That's cute. I need to get my hands on some model vehicles, man. But I'm just waiting till I move out and then I can get like I want to have like a proper background behind me. Oh, is that Eric? Hello, Eric. I find it cool that you can see when people sound their horn as well. But yeah, I want to get like model trains, trucks, cars, like racing cars, things relating to like what I actually play.
Was in der Scheiße.
I'll stop it.
3 off.
All manufacturers love this route. Hey, at least it lets you feel more connected than some other routes in it. Considering the age of the game, I'm surprised how good the force feedback is. Have I broken the bus? How is it just like revving? What does that mean, Wayne? Halten Wunsch Fahrgast. Bus stop requested. Oh my god. Little too wide there. Thank you.
Guten Tag.
Ein Fahrschein
Guten
bitte.
Tag.
Dankeschön.
Einmal eine Kurzstrecke bitte.
Somebody did want to come out, didn't they? Sorry, mate. Deutschland.
Großer Berg.
You just missed our London adventures. Why is TikTok closed itself? I see. If you're talking about like these roads, Wayne, I see what you mean. So they're not typical for like German like villages, like German village roads.
Boah, fährt der Scheiße.
It really picks up. This is really a nice little area. I need to spend some more time on this route. It's quite a bit I haven't seen.
Hallo.
Art is just art. I think almost our destination now. That was short-lived. Was that 22 minutes?
An der Hütte.
What if, Wayne, it's just like one bus at a time? Like there's just one bus in this entire line. It just goes up and down by itself. What if that's the trick? He's the one getting his wheel replaced. I mean, most of the bumps that you've been hearing.
JTF.
fährt der da, das ist ja unglaublich.
This guy, I hate him. I hate his voice. He just keeps going on and on and on. A lot of the bumps you've been hearing have just been the wheels going into the dirt a little bit. But to be fair, that has been necessary at times. So yeah, it adds up. I love how the vehicles have their own number plates. That's cool. I don't believe HOK is legit, right? Usually it's just 2 letters, I think, at the beginning.
Irrehohe Ort.
Oh no, we still got more stops. It only shows you the next one. I thought like there was only 2 stops left. Yeah, see, like there, it was necessary to dip into the dirt a little bit.
Schönen guten Tag.
Obermaibach.
That one was a skill issue. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't even have licenses for the bus. For the buses half the time. Let alone all the shops that they use. Nah. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I could be completely wrong and every single thing that you see is licensed. But I highly, highly doubt it.
Hohenkirchen, Gesamtschule.
Dan, just don't be weird. Simple. Just be yourself. And what Wayne said, but probably not as the first sentence. Sorry, I was completely baffled by the computer for a second. And that would have been a crash. Nice one, come flying around the corner. Really cool. If it's in their workplace, I hope it's not a shared workplace, because that's a recipe for disaster. And what do you mean, like, what's the dynamic? If it's a work thing, avoid it. Just avoid it. Don't say, you know, it definitely won't work. But if you're already unsure about it, avoid it. You know what, DJ? I'm sure there's a woman somewhere in the world that would be absolutely wooed by that. What train is that meant to be up there? What livery is that? Or what like TOC is that? Sud-Thuringenbahn. Interesting. Is that fictional as well? Get from A to B or not.
Guten Tag.
Start talking to her and get to know her as a friend. Start talking to her with the intention of her being your friend, nothing more. And then when you actually get to know her, you get to know her personality, you get to know what kind of person she is, then you'll know whether, okay, cool, this is something that I want to take further, or
am Berg.
we're cool as friends, that you know, that this has become my brethren, or whether this is actually someone you are not who I thought you were gonna be, and yeah, this ain't gonna work in any capacity. Don't pursue it as relationship
Hello.
from the get-go.
Hohenkirchen, Rathaus.
How have I just never seen this part of Hohenkirchen before? This is not the Hohenkirchen I know. That wasn't good. The bus stop. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one for me. Whenever they start moving, it always tricks me. Sometimes they'll start moving and it won't be like the bus or like your bus stop, but they'll make you think that it is. Well, they would be suspicious of you. Wait, what do you
Den
mean?
normalen Fahrschein.
Why would they be suspicious? Let me know you want to get out from the beginning, bro. Don't press the button when I'm about to leave. Ridiculous. Oh, hello. No, it's finally being caught for his crimes. It's time to pay up. All that crashing he was doing.
Stadtpark.
Wayne, I wouldn't even know how to. But even if I did, I wouldn't be able to today. It's gonna be the last one because of time. So maybe that's one for the future. I'm very much in my OMSI, you know, in my OMSI bag at the moment, so there'll probably be another one next week.
Guten Tag.
Oh, it's a little lake.
Hohenkirchen,
Or a pond.
Bahnhof.
Wait, was I meant to be? Was I meant to be over there? I can barely tell this map. It's not really clear. Oh yeah, no, I was not meant to be here. Yeah.
Unglaublich. Er hat da seinen Führerschein gewonnen.
I can't tell. No, look, it's the red thing goes down to the left, but there's no 854 854 stop. I hope it goes well, Wayne. Why not? I can't tell where I'm meant to go. According to the map, the red line goes into the left, but I don't see 854 on the bus stands, on the posts. You know what? That's a very good question. That's a very good question. Why don't I just do that? Right, 85. Okay, so it is that one at the end. Oh, it does say 854. What resolution am I playing at? Wait there for me, boss. Yeah, 2 legs, I got bloody lost. Where are you guys all going through the bus? You know what, maybe I shouldn't even question that at this point. This is such like a TSW style bug. To be fair, it's actually been a bug in TSW before. Every now and again it will come back. Well, nerds, I didn't even get to say hello to you. And yet, I must say bye. I must say bye before I say hi. And it's the end of the stream as well. Poor nerd. He'll come back on YouTube. Right, my people. It feels like a DCG stream now. Man. See, the difference here is, you know, it's just a little timeout. He'll be back. But I literally just had the stream open after the raid, and I was just reading chat for like half an hour afterwards. It was insane. So yeah, if there was any chance that I was going to be an ambassador at some point, it's now in the bin. Cheers. But I'm going to leave it there for today and for this week. Thank you very much for joining me today, Wayne, Dan, DJ, Nerd eventually, other Dan as well. I think Drifter stops by, Nabil. Appreciate you all. I'm not going to check who's watching. I'm going to leave. I'm going to let the lurkers lurk. But thank you for if you are hanging around silently. Should be back next week. Keep an eye on the schedule. It could be a bit strange. Yeah, it could be a bit of an odd one next week. We'll see. Anyway, keep an eye on Sunday evening, Sunday night, when the schedule will go out. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. I hope you enjoy yourselves. And as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. Jesus loves you all. And until next time, peace out.